after H2O came out, there was another film, Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection. Okay, so this movie, another one like Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, that was so... they needed to reboot the series again. Like, they didn't know what to do after this movie. Now, I want to say this much. This is my second time seeing Halloween Resurrection. And I've got to tell you, Halloween Resurrection is a good movie. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a good fucking movie. It's a good movie. Okay, I'm here to defend Halloween Resurrection. So, the events of the first film, or I guess the third film, or I guess the seventh film, whatever the fuck, okay, H2O. This is a sequel to H2O. So again, timeline, Halloween 1 and 2 split into 4, 5, and 6, and then H2O, and then Resurrection, right? So now we're getting the alternate timelines here. So Jamie Lee Curtis is back, but she is in the role of the initial kill in this movie. Now, again, in a lot of slasher movies, a lot of horror movies, like Saw does this. I think Saw really went, above and beyond with like the initial kill kind of thing. But a lot of slashers do this, where they have one character die at the start, and then they introduce a new cast of characters or whatever, blah, 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 right? That's one of the ways, they introduce the villain by killing someone random. In this movie, it's Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, who gets killed by Michael Myers at the very beginning of the film. They retcon the ending of H2O and say, she didn't actually decapitate Michael Myers. It's just Michael Myers put the mask on someone else. And, who knows? Didn't really make any sense. Who cares? It's a fucking slasher movie, okay? It doesn't matter. So Laurie Strode is in, a psychiatric facility. Michael Myers busts in. They have a fight. And eventually now again, I really enjoyed, again, how it's the trauma of the character of Laurie Strode in Halloween Resurrection, right? So she has him. She got him. Michael Myers fell into a trap that she had laid. I don't know how she laid the trap when she's like a prisoner, but whatever. He is he's hanging from a rope. But, she wants to make sure it's really Michael Myers. Now, does she even know what Michael Myers looks like? Well, she pulled the mask off in Halloween 1, but that was, 23 years ago in this universe? Who knows, right? And he was burned alive in Halloween 2, so, it's hard to know, right? But anyway, she reaches for him, tries to pull the mask off. Of course, Michael Myers grabs her hand and ends up killing her. So she dies in the beginning of this movie. Now, I just want to say that is bold. It's a good choice. Killing Laurie Strode at the start of the movie, and it's not a grand battle at all. It's he killed Laurie Strode. All right, now what? Oh, he's just gonna go kill other people because that's who he is Michael Myers. So I think it's a lot better than what they did with Halloween 4, 5, and 6, where Laurie Strode is just she dies off screen. And I think it's cool in the sense that she doesn't die in the finale of H2O. She dies as the initial kill in the next movie, and then that's it. The big plot line of Michael wants to kill his last family. Then he does, and then guess what he does? He goes and kills more motherfuckers. So that's the beginning of Halloween Resurrection. Starts fairly strong, right? Now, a lot of people say that this is the worst Halloween movie. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I was one of those people. But watching this movie with the open mind, it is the 8th Halloween movie. It's number 8. Compare this to other number 8s. Compare this to Friday the 13th Part 8. Which one was that? Was that Manhattan? I don't remember. Anyway, so keep this in mind, right? It's Halloween 8. And so he kills Laurie Strode at the start, and then he goes home. He goes back to Haddonfield. And meanwhile, in Haddonfield, it is Halloween again, of course. And there's an online streaming company called Dangertainment. And they're doing a haunted house stream And this is like early 2000s streaming, by the way. So that, you know, it's janky. It doesn't look that good. So he's doing an online live stream event of, you know, he's getting like 6 people and they're going to go into the Michael Myers house. And they're going to, like, you know, get spooked or whatever, right? So it's all, you know, and then he dresses up as Michael Myers and it's all scripted. But wait, Michael Myers is really there. Oh, whoa, you know. So anyway, one of the bitches involved in the live streaming event, who's the main character, I guess. I mean, I would even go as far as to say she's definitely not a bitch. I mean, you know, I'm willing to say that most women, as they're portrayed in slasher movies, are just bitches that get slashed. You know, like, their characters were written by men. You know, they're basically like the male perception of women, and that's all they are, really. I mean, and again, you know, sometimes you have characters that aren't like that, but I would say typically the average, I mean, let's just be honest, the average movie, right? They write women, usually it's men that write the characters of women, and it shows. And this movie is no exception. That said, though, the protagonist is, she has more depth of character. So I will say that is interesting. But anyway, so she signs up to this show because her friend wants her to. She doesn't really want to. And she's like internet dating like a high schooler or something. Like it's nondescript, okay? So she's like a college kid. But she's like internet dating a high schooler. I think it's a high schooler. I don't know. Because like they never meet in person, right? There's this other protagonist who's like the lonely nerd who like looks like he's in high school, and then like they say, you know, they're pretending to like be older, so I would assume they're in high school. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But anyway, so she's talking to this random high schooler. She doesn't know he's a high schooler online, right? Then he's watching the stream as it's happening, and then is giving her like hot tips on where Michael Myers is, because watching the stream, there's the multi-camera setup. It's like Paranormal Activity or something, right? And then like that side plot is so funny because like these like high schoolers are like at a party or something, but like the protagonist guy is like watching a computer stream during the party, so he's a nerd. But then like everyone at the party is like, whoa, this is a cool stream, right? But like they're never involved in the movie at all. It's not like I was thinking when I first watched this movie that this guy would go to the Michael Myers house and save her. But no, he's just watching the stream the whole time. Like, what an idiot, what a loser character. Why was he even in the movie? It made no sense, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, I think that that's the worst part of the movie. Is that, you know, you have like this college girl who's involved in this live stream or whatever. That's one thing. But why is she dating a high schooler on the internet that she doesn't know is a high schooler? Why is that guy getting so much screen time when he's not even really involved with the movie? Like he's just watching the movie. Like he's just like it's a stand-in for the audience, you know? Like I don't know. Anyway, but I got to say the actual kills in Halloween Resurrection are fucking intense. Like there's some brutal stuff in this fucking movie. You know, like when Michael Myers just like stabs the guy into the door and he's hanging there. I mean, that's a classic one. You know, like there's so many, like this movie, I'm going to be honest, right? Watch this movie. Who cares about the plot? The plot's irrelevant. Watch it as a slasher movie. And this is one of the best Halloween movies, right? It's gritty, right? It's very high anxiety. Michael Myers is in his home turf in the literal sense that almost all the movie, like the good chunk of the movie takes place inside the Michael Myers home, which is like the first time really that's happened in the series, which is interesting. It's just a good movie. I enjoyed watching this. I really did. You know, I had a lot more fun with this movie than I would say I've ever had before. Again, I've watched it twice now. But Halloween Resurrection, now again, it killed the series. It killed the series. The next movie is the Rob Zombie reboot. So it killed the series, or remake, I guess. Killed the series. But you know what? I'm going to say this. This movie's probably better than 5 and 6. You know. Is it better than 2 or 1? Nah. Is it better than 4? Probably not. Is it better than H2O? Nah. But it's better than 5 and 6. So, Halloween Resurrection, I enjoyed it. I thought the kills were gruesome. And really, that was the most entertaining part. Like, the whole live streaming part was just a pretense. It didn't make any sense. It was really, honestly, it was fucking stupid. Like, the texts, like, coming on the phone. Like, I'm sorry. If it's like, when did this movie come out? Like, 2002 or some shit? There is no way that you can be live streamed and someone can text you real-time information in 2002. It's just not going to happen. Right? Like, this guy is watching the live stream. Michael Myers is upstairs. Like, motherfucker, that shit's going to have so much delay. There's going to be at least a minute of a delay. Right? So anyway, it doesn't make any sense. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you suspend your disbelief, it's a fun movie. And you know what? I'm in. Halloween Resurrection, I'm in. I say better than 5 and 6.